Hello, I'm Bookface, and I'm avoiding the projectile saliva of some weird woolly ungulates.
Fuck to it.
Because what we're talking about today is...
A llama?
Why, yes, that's exactly what we're talking about.
He's supposed to be dead!
Well, that's just uncalled for. Now, obviously, I love mythical creatures, and I especially love the ones that sound like they'd be the subject of a low-budget horror movie. So imagine my joy when I found what vaguely amounts to a WereLLAMA. That out of the way, let's jump right in. Woo! Today, we're discussing the haracha of Peruvian myth. Could be Jarjacha, but Spanish pronunciation, and I don't want this to be Jar Jar. So what this thing is kind of complicated. It seems like it's some sort of evil alter ego to a person's soul, but it seems like the term also refers to a physical monstrous creature that might be a person possessed by the evil version of the soul. Not very clear, and I'm really not smart enough to make a good guess. Now, it's thought that everyone has a haracha within them. Inside you, there are two wolves. And also a llama, for some reason. This evil inner llama can take over the mind, body, and soul when someone is overcome by negative emotions. They're thought to take everything from a person in life and even in death, but they may go back into a person's soul once they've caused enough chaos and misery. Insert mother-in-law joke, I guess.
Got him!
Now, along with just having very negative emotions, people can also become haracha if they break taboos or through incest.
Oh no!
But keeping with the whole WereLLAMA premise, haracha can also turn other people into haracha. In some unspecified way.
It's a llama, motherfucker!
They also consume human flesh, especially if that flesh is from someone who committed incest.
I'm in danger!
Now, these haracha people generally look like llamas, but would have a human face and sometimes even two heads. They also typically had glowing red eyes, though unfortunately, there's nothing to suggest laser eyes. That we know of, at least. Their presence makes people's hair stand on end, and they can often be heard making a noise sounding like har har har. And a two-headed human-faced llama with an aura of constant discomfort that is cackling wildly is probably one of the most surreal horror experiences I could imagine. Somebody get this to Blumhouse. The presence of these creatures causes dogs and normal llamas to become barren, and their gaze, well again, not lasers, can cause paralysis. They also spit up hot blood or poison. Poison. Poison from the haracha. The poison made specifically for killing by the haracha. The haracha's poison. They're thought to have the strength of 100 men and are sometimes considered to be so strong that not even the gods could stop them. That is not the kind of fanfare I expected when researching this thing, but apparently this thing is some extra strength Dark Souls boss, which is not what I was prepared for. But if you want to prepare for this boss fight, for some reason, you gotta know where or who the boss even is. So your first option for figuring out who the haracha is by throwing soot in its face when it's in the llama form, and that'll stay there when it becomes human. But with how dangerous these are, you might not want to do that unless you're just counting on someone to dramatically avenge you later on, because yeah, I wouldn't get that close. From there, the haracha would be charged, and depending on their actions, would be exiled, executed, or somehow magically locked back away within the person's soul. I mean, that last one seems like the best solution, considering the whole moral debate of can you really blame a werewolf for wolfing? Though considering the haracha is partially made through a person's mind, maybe there's a degree of blame on the human side? I don't know, and I'm not about to get philosophical about a shape-shifting murder llama today. It's also possible to control or tame the haracha by creating a clay version of it and using this little pottery project to contain its spirit. Oh wow, I love your knickknacks. What's that? Oh, that's the evil part of my soul. Don't break it. And there we have another very weird video. There are many reasons why I picked to make a video, but watching Llamageddon probably isn't what most people would expect to inspire an educational-ish YouTube video. But you know what? It did. If you want some input on what videos I make in the future, or updates on behind-the-scenes stuff, check out my Patreon. You can sign up for as little as $1 a month. I'll see you next time. Bye!